Hi, welcome back to my life of plants. I'm Newman. It's pretty warm today. It was warm yesterday, the day before. So I'm going to do some fertilizing. I'm going to start off with these Neo-Phoenicia falcatas. Check out the roots there that have been grown on this one. They're in half-day sun. They're shaded right up to the afternoon, and then they get the sunshine. That's why they have this net here. And I'm trying to get out of the way. There we go. They're looking really healthy, as you can see. And they're pretty dry, as we just had a lot of hot weather. And the best way to water any orchid is slowly and for a long time, if you have the time to do that. So we all know that orchids come from environments where when it rains, it rains. It can rain for a few hours. And people in Japan, when they water their orchids, they actually sit there and water them for a few hours. They go over them until they're completely moist, which is the best way to do it. This is why people get confused and they say rainwater is always the best. I get the best results from my plants. A lot of that is to do with the fact that they're not getting a short shower. They are getting a constant moisture over a few hours, and this is the kind of water they like. So the fact that it's rainwater has not a lot to do with it. It's the constant watering, the action of them getting their water on their roots over a long period of time for an hour or two is what they really idealistically like. So tonight we're actually forecast to get some rain, so that's going to give them the extra slow watering after this. So you should try to remember that even if you have potted orchids or something, you should give them a good long, slow watering. If you hang around to the end, we're going to do an unboxing for you. So stay tuned. I must smell real good today because I've already got my first mosquito. I have something the mosquitoes love. I wonder what it is. Is it all the coffee I drink? Maybe I got some caffeine addicted mosquitoes out there. People used to say that it was because of the alcohol I drank, but I am no longer a drinker. I've abstained from drinking for almost 2 years. But the mosquitoes still come, so it can't be that, can it? Huh? There's all sorts of theories. But these orchids are getting a really good water. This is the best way to do it, I'm telling you. A dead giveaway of somebody that grows really good orchids, you should look at their moss. If the mound has fresh green moss growing on it, that's a clear indication that when they water them, they do it nice and slow over a long period of time. And I'm waiting for that lovely rain to come tonight. I have an all-purpose fertilizer that includes trace elements, boron, zinc, magnesium, calcium, plus NPK. So we got all the good stuff. And I do not fertilize my orchids every week. I water them every 3 to 4 weeks. Every 3 to 4 weeks is enough. You see some people pull up. What's going on here? Are they selling the section? Oh no, they've come to take away an appliance. Okay, up to the brassavolas, and while we're here, we're going to have a little closer look. I got some time, but do stay tuned for my unboxing coming up next. This is a Dendrobium peridii, pink ducks. I think somebody just locked the door. Wait a minute. Hey, unlock the door. I'm here. Somebody locked me out. They didn't see me. Yeah, this one's doing much better. It's got these lovely offsets, and down here this one is a kind of anosmum. She's doing really good. Got a lovely new growth there. And this brassavola got its first nibble right here by a grasshopper. It's pretty good, really. I haven't had that many attacks on them. Look at those roots. Can you see them, like coming up on the mount there? Look at that. Right where I'm shooting right now. And that cork coming up on that cork there. Oh yeah. Nice roots. Bitch loves this fertilizer. Love, love. I'm real happy with Nodosa now. This Nodosa has been really good. Check out those roots on the mount there. See that? These roots are looking good. And check out the moss on this Cattleya lundi. It loves it. It loves this humid late afternoons. It loves this humid shaded spot here. It's really enjoying it. Lundi. Look how healthy that is. Look. It's putting out a new growth there. Look out how big these balls are. It's got 2 growths coming out of there. And another one right there. Super healthy. This Lundi. Lundii. It's very late afternoon sun. It's like the sun down. When the sun's starting to come down, that's when it gets that kind of sunlight. This brassavola Gulf Shore Beauty is got some excellent roots going there too. There's a big contrast between day and night with the temperatures, so The orchids have been enjoying that. They got much better results this year from Epicatlia Kyoguchi Happy Field. This is its newest bulb, right? And check out that. It's still growing and maturing. Plus I got this one here. This nice shiny one here. So, it loves moisture. And it loves to be on this west side. This is my Leptotes bicolor. I really love the flowers on Leptotes bicolor. I'll give that one a good water. This is Denema polybourbon. It's been doing really excellent. It's going to love going in the mini greenhouse that I put in there inside the house, right? And it's got a humidifier in there and everything it needs. Down here we got a maxillaria. Can I get it out? There we go. Who said maxillaria doesn't like water? This one loves it. It loves water. Something peculiar has happened to my camera. I think my microphone gave out. It's very hot today. Very hot. Up here I'm watering a brassica. Hoping tonight that we get some good rain. These plants can get a bit more water slowly, which I can't really do. It's going to take hours and hours that I don't have. Ideally you want to be doing this slowly, like I said. It's the best way. Beautiful, healthy, noble A type. That is, and this one too. It's a very nice one. This is my favorite flowers out of the noble A's. I can't really describe the color. It's white and towards the throat is a magenta pink. Very, very unusual pink. Up here is this one that's mounted. It's been there for a good year and a half. Year and a half up there. This one retains a bit of moisture. This one has been sucking it up. It's a lovely noble A. It's going to flower really well. Must have done something right, huh? When I repotted it. What a beautiful yellow butterfly flying around these lovely purple flowers. How's that for a treat? Wow, magnificent. Beautiful yellow hanging around my Duranta. My Duranta attracts all the butterflies. What a wonderful picture that would make. Can you see it? Yeah. This Duranta flowers smell like sweet caramel. They're absolutely delicious. I want to eat them. Up here, with the snow delay type. Give you a good fertilizing. And you too. Hancocky eye. This one. And this one. Wish I could spend more time watering them. But I am giving them some fertilizer. There may be some questions out there, do fertilizers really work? Are they drawing in the nutrients? Liquid feed is your best bet, and you can get your slow release. Slow release will release the fertilizer really slowly. A poor pH in the potting medium will make it difficult for the plant to attain nutrients, so make sure that you use some dolomite lime every 3 months to keep the pH sweet, the medium sweet, which enables all of those nutrients to be taken up freely. And don't be afraid to use Epsom salts. Give those plants a boost of magnesium and calcium. The magnesium is the heart of the nucleus, the central part of it. Calcium helps to develop tough, strong leaves. Nitrogen develops leaves. Phosphorus and potassium both work together to I was trying to check out this orchid a little bit. They both work together to help plants build more of the green element to produce photosynthesis. Activate better photosynthesis. Also, phosphorus, potassium was going to build a disease-resistant plant, help fight disease. I am amazed by the size of these bulbs, and I'm amazed with the mosquitoes around my legs. Ooh yeah, itchy. Okay, so let's check out the size of this. Look at these bulbs. These canes are huge. This thing has put out such big canes. I love it. What a great plant, huh? This chrysotoxum. There you go. That one got fed really well. Loved everything I did for it. Lovely root system. You will see much more of this when I bring it in the following weeks. I will show you all the way around this thing so you can have a real good look at it. We really want to water it slower. This one's also been doing well too. This tiny piece of dendrobium here. Nice. This is the one I'm going to bring in this year. Jenkinsonii. This is beautiful, natural, healthy growth. These fusiform, sorry, not fusiform, but very concaved, almost dehydrated looking bulbs. It's quite natural for it to look like that. That is a healthy Jenkinsonii. Ooh. I have to go back inside and get more of the fertilizer. This plant got a little nibble. This could be a snail or a beetle. This dendrobium here. You may be wondering why I've got a net, because I have trouble with birds. They were picking the buds off the dendrobiums before they flowered. So I put the net up. I'm going to turn off and get back to you soon. I am so itchy. I'm trying to let you see this if I can. There you go. Another kind of dendrobium. Down here is Bulbophyllum frosty. They put out here. I'm going to bring this one back inside too. Reached its limit inside where it was getting over 35 degrees during the summer, and it's just getting too hot for it. Next up is my big jumbo dendrobium nobile type. This is one of those big guys. And I've been really watering this as often as I can so that you can get those roots onto the mount. It's a very, very sturdy, strong dendrobium type. Definitely. This one I'm spraying right now is a nobile monoliforme type. They shan't need too much more water. Coming into October, we'll still have some rainy days, on and off, a few, not many. November can have a few rainy days, not many. December, January, February, March is super dry. These guys get practically nothing for 3 months. The only thing they do get is humid night. They can go up to about 80% and then drop down to 40 during the day. This one is just almost growing entirely in the pot with nothing, no media. And it is flowering even more now. Look at that. How wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful fragrance. Monoliforme. If you buy a monoliforme, they're very small. It says that they're deciduous, but it has to get really, really cold, like minus 8 degrees or something before them to defoliate. Otherwise they'll keep their leaves, and they'll even flower too. And once they make a nice big bunch, they're very beautiful when they flower. They'll flower from the older canes and newer canes, and it'll be just this lovely bouquet of little white flowers. If you can imagine that, a big bouquet. This is another Dendrobium nobile type that was gifted to me. As I've said before, it's on a cherry tree branch that's hanging from this shrub. It had some dieback, and it had also had some great new growth too. Up a bit more. Right. The big bag there hanging up there is actually fertilizer. It's actually hanging right out of the way of the plant. Like, I don't know how it got over there, but I want to does add a bit of fertilizer. Plant. Okay. It's just the mother-in-law. Alright. I'm going to come on this side. And you might be able to squeeze up there. So I can water the other side. I can do it. You see here the other side of this Dendrobium nobile, it's starting to root up on the mound here. It's even rooting into this bag of fertilizer. Yeah. All done. Right. If you have hung around to the end, you're going to see what I bought, because I'm going to do an unboxing now. Anyway, coming right up next is the unboxing. Okay, you're here for this unboxing. Let's do it then. So this orchid is very famous in China, a lot of provinces in southern China. This is native to that region. Also parts of Nepal, India, going into Laos, Vietnam. What's beautiful about this orchid is its inflorescence that is pendant, racemose, with these tiny little white flowers, beautiful little, and they actually are like glass. You can see through them. They're like made out of fragile glass, and they hang in pendants, and it's very sweetly fragrant, which is kind of unusual for this genus, because it does have a lot of individuals, species within the genus that actually have quite musty flowers. And we're going to unbox it. Here we go. Already cut the tape off. Got a little window in there, look. We cut little windows in here so that the delivery person can look in I actually see that it's a living plant and they're not going to damage it. OC Garden, Japan, with a thank you note. Even has a barcode. An @mark login. I can actually log into their website and have a look at more orchid plants. And here we go, we're going to unbox it. Here it is. Can anyone guess what this is? This is Pholidota chinensis, which is in the Coleogeny family. And it came with something. No. It came with a pet. And they sent me a pet too. Now, how did that? They must have crawled in through the bottom. You nasty little guy. Yeah. And we'll put that back in. I was wondering what that was. It was actually asleep too. So hopefully it hasn't had a nibble, and if it has, that's just the way things are. I do grow all my orchids outside during the summer and they get nibbled. We're going to have a look on it. No nibbles whatsoever, so it's fine. This is an orchid that loves it cool, and it loves a lot of water, and I mean a lot. So it's starting to dry out now, so it needs a good watering. When it gets repotted, I'm not going to disturb the roots, but just slip it into a slightly bigger pot. These bulbs will quickly shrivel when the humidity goes under 50%, or when you don't water it, it shrivels pretty quick. So it loves 80% over humidity, lots of airflow and cool conditions. Pholidota is lovely, lovely coriaceous leaves, very nice. And here it is in the grow space for the winter. Here it will remain with all of these other moisture loving plants during the winter, so they can get plenty of water. And this will be filled up with plants pretty soon. And like I said, everything that doesn't demand water in the winter will be hanging up around the windows. So I will have all the Coleogenies in here. So I'm really excited to have this. They often sell it. It's very, very common here. Very common. They're always available. And it's a nice, small, good starter plant. You can buy bigger ones, of course. But this is a great, healthy plant, no problem. I did buy one not long ago, probably 2 years ago, but I failed with it. It did not like the heat, and I learned that pretty quick. Once it gets close to 30 degrees and you're growing indoors, you've got to use an air conditioner. Keep the air flowing with small oscillating fans, fresh air, and plenty of water. Water it daily. Otherwise, you have to move it outdoors if you cannot cut that temperature down. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye bye.